even brought a meal that I had purchased but hadn't eaten yet, and I brought it to her, and I says, I bought this tortilla wrap. Has turkey and vegetables in it and a spicy thing, and I have them cut it in half, and then I have them wrapped in pieces separately. And she says, perfect. That's what you're supposed to do. Even if you go like to Subway or something like that, have your sandwich wrapped in half, cut in half and then wrapped separately, and have two different meals. So it's really a good idea. So now I gotta wait for my car. It's around here somewhere. Okay. Well, today, as you saw, I went to the gym. Susie and I always go together, and she walks with me, and as I'm doing my exercises on the machines, she'll sit there and wait for me patiently. Sometimes she's kind of funny. It's like she's doing her own exercise. Sit down, get up, sit down, get up, lay down, get up. So it's kind of fun to watch her. Also, after the gym, my husband, of course, and I go and get lunch. I try hard to pick out what's right. I had bought me this nice spicy wrap, asked her to cut it in half and everything, and then my husband takes me to lunch and he buys me chicken wings. And I really like chicken wings, so I ate them. But I didn't eat the sandwich because I didn't need it at the time, so I'll probably have that for lunch tomorrow. So I got that, and then I went to the doctor's office, and as you saw, I have an issue with diabetes. It's all new to me. I'm lost and confused. I was watching Shay's videos, the old videos of in July, and he was talking about how he hated himself for looking so bad, and more feeling bad versus looking bad, But it was kind of nice to look like a big tough guy, and I can understand where he's coming from with that. But it's one of those, you got to be comfortable with your own person, and I want to be thinner, and I used to be quite thin. I was not much different than Katie Lett, but over the years, especially after I had my son, I just blew up like a balloon. Within a year, I put on 100 pounds, and no matter what I do, I can't get it off. And then I ended up with a rollover accident, which affected a few things, and I got better, and I started going back to the gym and working out, and then I got squished between two cars. I was walking, and I was trying to put a chair in the car, and this lady squished me between her car and my car. I was a pedestrian, and it wasn't fun, and so I wasn't allowed to even go near a gym, and when I did, I was limited on what I could do. And very frustratingly, I told him, I says, I keep putting on weight, and they said, well, you were big before you got started, and I was like, yeah, but I'm 60 pounds bigger. They don't get it. And actually more than that, because I got down to 260, and then I ended up like 320. And the last time I weighed myself, I think I was 310 the last time I weighed myself. So I'm trying desperately to lose the weight, and like she said, with the snoring and everything, I have to sleep with a mask on my face to breathe at night. And it's one thing that my husband has to do this because he's got a lung condition. It actually is a diaphragm, and he needs the machine to breathe. I need it so, because I got sleep apnea and then the diabetic thing. And basically, if I could lose the weight, I can get rid of the machine. I can get rid of the worry of diabetes if I can get the weight off, and that's the bigger problem. And so it's a constant struggle. And but going to my dietitian today, she's in the lady that works with my doctor for the diabetes. And so I had my log, which is, where is it? I have this. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, this is my journal, and it's I love it because I could go to almost any restaurant, and it will tell me on the menu what the calories are, and let's see, the calories, fat, and the carbs, which is what I need to know. And I can log it in my book. And so up here I log what I'm eating, and down here I log what I've been doing all day. So she was looking through this and saying, well, what about this? What about that? And she said I was doing awesome with my diet. Of course, there was areas that I needed to work on, that kind of thing. And she says, what's vlogging? I got to explain that. It was fun. And I showed her that I had bought this book. I love these dummy books. I'm sorry, but they work for me because I'm not the brightest person in the world. So I showed her this, and she says, perfect, great, wonderful, it's awesome, that kind of thing. And then she gave me a present. Basically, you take a 9-inch plate, and we're not talking the outside of this plate, we're talking this circle inside the plate, okay? And it has broke down what I'm supposed to eat when, in a single meal. It's like, this is my portion of a meat. So it's not very big, And this is my portion for starches, like pasta, bread, tortilla wraps, tortillas or whatever. And this is how much I can have for the vegetables. And I've come to find out there's 5 different vegetables that are starch that I have to watch. Like, it doesn't mean I can't have them, but I should be careful about having them. And then she gave me the plate. So I thought, well, that's kind of cool. But anyway, this is a kind of an idea to have it. And she says, these vegetables, you can have as many as you want. These fruits, you can have almost as much as you want. And don't juice your food, but to have it as a whole food, because your body needs all of that. If you juice it, then the calories are higher, you don't get as much. And if you drink your food, your body says you're getting half the calories you're actually getting, and so you want to take in more food, and that's not good. But for some reason I like my smoothies, and so I told her what my recipes were for smoothies, and she says, great, just remember that your body's going to think you're taking half the calories from what you're actually taking. So, but she told me how to modify my smoothies a little bit so I feel a little fuller, and so like have a little more yogurt in it versus the fruit part, and that might make me feel a little more full or something. So I really did well, but you know when you're struggling with the heaviness, don't don't hate yourself. That's it's just I've had to learn to accept myself for who I am. I am big. There's nothing I can do about it. I have been trying forever to lose weight. I'll make some progress and stuff. And a couple of years ago, my husband and I would always do this 10K walk. This Volksmarch is what they call it. But we'd do it up Crazy Horse. We'd always hike up Crazy Horse. And usually we could do it, in about 2-3 hours. We could hike up there and watch, look around. We'd taken our time, and then we'd walk back down. And granted, we're tired and we're hurting and all that kind of stuff, but we had a good time. This last year, the paramedics had to help me down. I managed to make it to the top, but I couldn't finish the walk, and they had to get, the paramedics to help me down. So we pretty much figured that was going to be my last time, especially when I need oxygen in the process. So it's and part of it is from the accident, part of it's my weight, that kind of thing. So I'm hoping that one day I can go back to what I used to do, but I have to be happy for what I am now, and any improvement that I make is a plus, and I have to be thankful and grateful for the changes that are on the positive side for me. I'll have to tell you some stories about that. It's all scary, but you know, just be thankful for what you have, and work towards what you want. Always move forward. Never move back. Don't get discouraged. You can do it, and Shay did it, and he's obviously one who has to be coaxed along, But he once he gets going, he's on his track. He's doing good. I've been consistent on what I've been doing. It's just it doesn't work, and then I find out, oh well, this is what you're doing wrong. So let's change it, and all of a sudden it's better. One of my bigger problems is not eating enough food, and we talked about that. And she says, don't worry about it, it'll come. But hopefully, in time, I'll get it right. But she's real happy that I've been losing weight. I've been showing her all my medications that I've been taking, and I'm started taking this one medication that she thought you don't need that, and it was the one that helped me lose weight. So we'll see. I'm not saying go out and buy your medications and stuff like that. Just make sure you're careful on what you take. Push, move forward. Always don't ever look back. Don't ever get frustrated with what you are. Motivate yourself. Keep going, because one day you'll make it. You will do well. Good luck to all of you, and thank you, Shay. Thank every one of you, and you have a good night.